Big dating energy. Make a meaningful connection. Jeff Guenther and Kate Happ. Big dating energy. How to create lasting love by tapping into your authentic self. Are you tired of the chaotic world of modern dating and ready to find a meaningful connection? Dive into this insightful guide that offers a refreshing take on navigating the dating scene with authenticity and confidence. You'll discover invaluable tips on grounding yourself in your true desires, recognizing defense mechanisms, and ultimately identifying what you truly seek in a partner. Whether you're dealing with ghosting or app fatigue, this speed read will equip you with the tools to transform dating into a rewarding journey of self-discovery and genuine connection. Embarking on the pre-relationship phase can be a thrilling yet nerve-wracking experience. Here you'll find tips to help you understand and manage this crucial stage, balancing excitement and caution. By focusing on positives and recognizing important signs, you'll learn to maintain a healthy perspective while ensuring compatibility on big life topics. From setting boundaries to discussing expectations, this book summary provides a roadmap for transitioning smoothly from casual dating to a committed relationship. Are you feeling ready to tap into your big dating energy and create a fulfilling and lasting bond? Then let's begin. If you are enjoying this speed read, subscribe to our channel for more content from us. We appreciate you listening. Let's get real. Get real. Dating, especially in today's world, can be a wild ride. With the epidemic of ghosting and the constant juggling of dating apps, it might feel like a full-time job. Plus, let's not forget the post-pandemic stress and the looming climate crisis that makes everything a bit more unstable. But here's the thing. Dating is also a gift. Every time you put yourself out there, you open the door to growth and the chance for a real connection. Whether you meet the love of your life or walk away with a cringeworthy first date story, it's a win-win. To really tap into the amazing opportunities dating offers, you need to pause and shift the focus inward. Instead of obsessing over potential partners, ask yourself, what do I truly want? Tapping into your big dating energy isn't about morphing into someone else's idea of a perfect partner. It's about embracing who you are and what you want from a relationship. Start with some self-reflection to ground yourself in authenticity. Make a list of your defense mechanisms. Do you get passive-aggressive, intellectualize your feelings, minimize your needs, or act out in relationships? Recognize these patterns and understand how they manifest when you're with someone. Next, dig deeper into the fears driving these defenses. Do you act out because you're afraid of abandonment or rejection? Now think about your ideal partner. How would you like them to respond to your defenses and fears? Maybe you need someone who can handle your big emotions and won't ghost you for 3 days after you express your feelings. Let's get positive. What are some non-negotiable traits you want in a partner? Maybe it's kindness, generosity, a community spirit, or shared core values. Lastly, identify your deal breakers. Maybe it's someone who doesn't get along with your friends or has opposing political beliefs. Now you have a clear snapshot of your defenses and fears, the emotional support you're seeking, and a list of non-negotiables, both positive and negative. With this clarity, you're ready to embrace your big dating energy and navigate the dating world with confidence and authenticity. Cast a wide net. Cast a wider net. They say there are plenty of fish in the sea, but now that you know exactly what kind of fish you're after, how do you catch it? Welcome to the 21st century, where your fishing net is likely to be an app on your phone. It's easy to get jaded using dating apps, but the secret to success is showing up authentically. Start by creating a profile that truly represents you. To let your real self shine through, use the maximum number of photos allowed and make sure you're in them. Cute dogs are great, but people want to see you. Opt for candid shots over posed ones. They showcase your genuine personality. Be upfront about who you are, including your religious beliefs, sexual orientation, relationship preferences, and whether you have or want kids. Be clear about what you're looking for in a partner and relationship. For example, are you seeking a fellow adventurer who loves hiking or a bookworm to share cozy nights in? Are you looking for a monogamous or a polyamorous relationship? Also, make it easy for potential matches to engage with you. Share a hot take or ask a silly question in your profile to invite responses. Remember, dating apps use algorithms. If you're not seeing the matches you want, try gaming the algorithm by engaging more with the app. The more you interact, the more the app will prioritize you, offering more matches. Broaden your search criteria, such as height or age range, and don't focus solely on physical appearance. Take care of yourself during this process. Online dating is a great way to get to know your partner. Online dating can bring rejection and disappointment, so prioritize sleep, self-care, and hobbies that make you feel good. If you find yourself spending too much time on the apps and not enough time in real life, it's okay to take a break and delete them from your phone. Of course, there's always the option of meeting someone in real life. Shift your mindset. Romantic connections can happen anywhere. If someone holds your gaze for a couple of seconds, it might be a sign they're interested. You don't need a cheesy pickup line. A simple hi can work wonders. By combining online efforts with real-life encounters, you're casting a wider net and increasing your chances of reeling in that perfect catch. Have a happy fishing. Follow the first date blueprint. Follow the first date blueprint. First dates can be a minefield, like that time you realized halfway through dinner that you've been calling them by the wrong name, or when your attempt at a suave greeting turned into an awkward handshake high-five hybrid. But fear not. With this handy blueprint, you'll navigate first dates with ease and authenticity. Step 1. Ground yourself. Review your lists of what you genuinely want in a partner. The excitement and nerves of a first date can make you lose sight of your core priorities, so keep them fresh in your mind to stay centered. Step 2. Be yourself. You're seeking someone who will love you for you, so your only job on a first date is to be authentically you. No facades, no pretending you're into obscure music bands you've never heard of just to impress. Remember, you're at your best when you're true to yourself. Step 3. Jettison expectations. Whether you felt a spark during messaging or you're dreading a setup by your mom, drop any expectations. Be objective and go into data collection mode. Pay attention to how your body responds to this person. And even if the first few minutes are awkward, stay open. Initial awkwardness can often give way to great vibes. Step 4. Don't take anything personally. If the date goes sideways, remember it's not a reflection on you. Sometimes two people just don't click, and that's okay. You can't control the chemistry between you. Step 5. Come ready to talk. Prepare some engaging questions to get the conversation flowing. Try, what's the most interesting place you've ever traveled to? Or, what's a hobby you're passionate about? Step 6. Decide on a second date. The goal of a first date is simple. Decide if you want a second date. Unless there's zero spark or a major deal breaker, stay open to seeing them again to get a better sense of who they are. Step 7. Exit well. Even if the date's a disaster, stick it out politely. Unless you feel unsafe. Avoid saying, "Let's do this together." Avoid saying, "Let's do this again," if you don't mean it. If you do want a second date, follow up with a text saying you had a nice time and suggest meeting up again. By following these steps, you'll tap into your big dating energy and make the most out of every first date. Good luck out there. Navigate the pre-relationship phase. Navigate the pre-relationship phase. First dates get all the attention. But what about that nerve-wracking, exciting, will this turn into something phase? That's the pre-relationship phase. And it's just as important. This stage can be tricky and anxiety-inducing because it's different for every couple. How can you navigate this fun yet nail-biting stage? Lean into the positives. The best part about this phase? While you're building attachments, you're not yet attached. If you uncover something off-putting, like realizing they put ketchup on everything, even their salad, you can end things without too much fuss. Remember, everyone's on their best behavior, trying to hide their quirks. But there are important things you need to know. Do your values align? Are your shared defense mechanisms a recipe for disaster? Keep your list of priorities in mind at all times. Watch out for red flags. Look for signs that might spell trouble down the line, such as avoidant or deceitful communication, like constantly dodging questions or giving vague answers. Chaotic or unpredictable behavior, such as canceling plans last minute without a good reason, is another red flag. Emotional immaturity, like throwing tantrums over minor inconveniences, is a sign to be cautious. Also, disinterest in your experiences. If they seem bored or dismissive when you talk about your day, that's a warning sign. Finally, love bombing, which involves showering you with excessive affection and gifts too soon, can indicate potential issues. But don't just hunt for red flags. Look for green flags, too. High emotional intelligence, being a good listener, a generous lover, being in therapy, or having been, the ability to ask for emotional support, and the capacity to set and maintain boundaries are all positive signs that you're doing the right thing. Make sure that your partner is capable of supporting a healthy relationship. Make sure you're on the same page about the big life topics: politics, babies, money, career, and location. If you don't see the relationship moving forward, let your date know. If you've only been on a few casual dates, a text like, "I've enjoyed spending time with you, but don't feel a romantic connection," is fine. If things have been more involved, a face-to-face conversation is best. On the other hand, if you're ready to keep things going, take it slow. Fit dating into your life. Don't upend your life around dating. It's important not to become too enmeshed or dependent at this early stage. With this approach, you can navigate the pre-relationship phase with confidence and authenticity, tapping into your big dating energy every step of the way. Transition from dating to defined. Transition from dating to defined. You've navigated the breezy dating phase and now you're ready for something more defined. That's fantastic. But how exactly do you make this transition smoothly? First, be clear about what you're asking for. More commitment, dedication, and devotion. Equally important, are you ready to give those things back? You can't ask for something you're not prepared to give. Be brutally honest with yourself. What's driving your urgency? What's driving your urge to formally define the relationship, also known as DTR? Is it a natural desire for more connection and intimacy? Or is it coming from fear and anxiety? If fear is in the driver's seat, take a pause. In an ideal world, you and your date would realize you're ready for something more serious at the exact same time. In reality, one of you will likely need to attend a DTR talk. Initiating this conversation shows deep vulnerability, and whether you're asking or answering, it's crucial to respect that vulnerability. If your partner asks to DTR and you don't feel ready, it's okay to ask for time, but don't leave things open-ended. Set a deadline to revisit the conversation. When it's time for the talk, there are some essential topics you need to cover. Discuss what constitutes infidelity to ensure you're on the same page. Are there certain things you agree to keep private from each other? Consider whether making this transition makes you feel secure or anxious. Clarify your expectations of each other and discuss how you can make each other feel safe. Lastly, think about how you'd like to handle a breakup if it comes to that. Once you've defined the relationship, congratulations. If you're like most partnerships, you'll now enjoy the honeymoon period, as scientists call it, the mutual positive projection phase. This is a wonderful time when you probably can't keep your hands off each other and are so engrossed in your partner's good traits that their more annoying quirks don't bother you. However, don't make any big decisions like having kids, merging finances, or getting matching tattoos during this phase. Keep an eye out for red flags such as jealousy, dishonesty, or an inability to handle conflict healthfully. The honeymoon phase serves an important function. You're building a solid, connected foundation that will help you through the bumps and challenges as you transition to a deeper commitment. As the honeymoon phase wanes, real life will inevitably creep in and you'll have to confront issues and differences. But don't worry. As long as you handle these respectfully, each road bump can signify a meaningful transition to a lasting, mature, fulfilling relationship. Final summary. In this speed read to Big Dating Energy by Jeff Guenther and Kate Happ, you've learned to ground yourself in your true desires and recognize your defense mechanisms as you navigate the dating scene. Approach the pre-relationship phase with a balance of excitement and caution, focusing on both positive and important signs. Ensure compatibility on major life topics, set boundaries, and discuss expectations to smoothly transition from casual dating to a committed relationship where you and your partner can both be your authentic selves. Okay, that's it for now. We hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for listening.